Hey my crafty friends, Amber here. I am going to be creating a page with you today. Now, if you watched my last two videos, you know that I am no longer with Close to My Heart. I'm no longer a maker. I resigned from the company back in September. And I have changed the way I do my classes in my home. So my new class is called Bust Your Stash, and we focus on using product that's in our craft rooms to create pages. And instead of focusing on a shopping list that we used to buy from Close to My Heart, you buy from your stash, your craft room, of course, but we are focusing on sketches. Now, my favorite place to find sketches is, of course, Pinterest. There are a couple other places you can grab sketches. Pagemaps.com does free sketches every month. And then Allison Davies from Scrapbook Generations has amazing sketches you can buy, different collections from her. I have most of them because I love them. I love creating a layout and using a sketch idea for multiple reasons. So one, you don't have to come up with the idea, right? There's so much you can do with a sketch, and then it really takes a lot of the thinking out for me, and I can get a lot more done in less time. So this month we actually didn't have class, and instead I went and found some sketches off of Pinterest and put them out in my group for class and said, your challenge is to use some of the things we've learned in class to create pages using these sketches, and then post them, and then I'm doing a drawing, and I'll pick a winner for those who participate and want to play along, and then we get sketches done before we come back to class, right? So here are the 6 sketches that I picked. There are 2 double page layouts and then 4 single page layouts. My goal is to do a video for each of these layouts for you. I have already gathered my photos I want to use for these sketches. I have gathered the paper I'm going to use for the photos, and then I have my sketches, and so hopefully that makes it where these videos will be quick and easy to create for you. Now, I am going to do a voiceover as I do this process, but today I am going to be focusing on this single page layout right here. Let's just zoom in and hold that for a minute. Now, one of the things I always say about a sketch is you make the sketch work for your photos. Do not make your photos work for a sketch. And then you'll feel a lot better about using sketches. Now, in this sketch, you can see that there are 3 photos as an example of what to put there. However, I only have 1 photo. So I'm going to be using 1 photo to do this sketch. I love it. It's going to be easy. It's going to be simple and quick. Let me just show you. I did already go to my Cricut and cut out some images. I have a couple of feet because it is a picture of mine and my son's foot, which I'll go over a little bit later. And then a couple of stars. Now the collection I wanted to use, we have a scrapbook store here in Salt Lake City called Heartfelt. I went there and I saw this collection and I fell in love with it. But if I flip it over, you'll see there's lots of dinosaurs, lots and lots of dinosaurs. Now my kids are older. I mean, if I went to a dinosaur museum, I might want to use the dinosaur side, but I love the color scheme of this collection. This is Echo Park Dynamite. And now what I love about going to the scrapbook store is I can buy these papers individually, and I didn't have to buy the kit. I knew I wasn't going to use the stickers because it really focused a lot on the dinosaurs, and I was like, that's just a waste, so I didn't want the whole collection. So what I did is I went through and I found the B side is what I think they call it, where it's just kind of a pattern that you can use for anything. And check out how cute this collection is, and so versatile. You can use it for anything if you just look at this side and don't look at any of the dinosaurs. And so I went through, I picked the papers that I really liked and the colors I thought I would use. I put them in a Ziploc bag and just kind of filed them away in my boys' stuff. Yes, because it's more boy colors. However, when I scrapbook for my daughter, sometimes I go look in the boy section, so it's okay. I just know that it's going to be easier for me to find, and that's how my brain works. But so I grabbed this collection because I think it's going to go really well with my photo. which, oh, it's right here. It's like, I don't know where to put it. With my photo, I think it's going to go really well. And so that's the collection I'm going to use. Now we're going to get right into this. It's going to be very quick. I'm going to do a voiceover and we'll create this page. Okay, so let's get into this page. If you noticed on the sketch, there were some little triangles coming off to the left side of the picture. And so what I'm doing here is I have these strips of paper, and on one end, I am going to fold it in half simply to find the center. And then I'll use my trimmer to cut from the corner all the way to the center where that fold is. You'll see that right here. See how I'm cutting at a diagonal and I'm putting it in my trimmer just simply to make a triangle. Now, another way you could do this is you could take a rectangle and then simply cut it in half from corner to corner. And then that kind of creates a triangle as well. You can see that second green right there that I have is kind of more like that. It's kind of a flat bottom with more of a diagonal top, which it all works out the same. It works the same. I'm pretty sure with this one, I'm just going to cut it in half at a diagonal, like I was just talking about. See, just cutting it in half at a diagonal gives me two triangles. It's going to work. There's nothing that needs to be perfect about those triangles. And so I'm just cutting different random sizes, anywhere from 2.5 down to 1 3/4 wide, from anywhere from 6 inches long to 8 inches long. So they're all just kind of random. There was no real rhyme or reason to them. I just wanted triangles to be coming off the side of my picture, like the sketch. So this stripe piece, I just wanted to add in more colors and have all the colors on my page. And so that's just going to go along the top of my page. And of course, a page is not a page without some stenciling. So I have this stencil. I'm pretty sure it's an Echo Park stencil. I want to say it's like the coffee one. It's one of my favorites. And I'm just going to use some ink and add some stenciling onto my page. I think stenciling is a great way to add a little pizzazz to your page. And so simple. You could have one stencil that you like that you take with you everywhere. And if I did, it would be this one. I love it. Of course, a page is not complete without some squiggly lines. So I'm just going to add those real quick while don't have anything on the page. It makes it a lot easier. And then I'm just going to start assembling the page. I'm cutting a photo back for my photo right here. I know my photo is a 4x6, so I simply just do 1/4 of an inch bigger. All of my photos, photo mats are usually only 1/4 of an inch bigger. I know some people that like them bigger, so you can go 1/2 an inch bigger if you want, but the 1/4 of an inch is plenty for me. Now I'm just going to kind of lay out these triangles and see kind of where I want them. I know that there are 7 on the sketch, and so I'm going to try to use 7. I'm not really looking at the sketch to see where they are. I'm just kind of seeing where I like them with the different designs that I have chosen for them. And so I don't even lay them down the way I had them when I was kind of practicing. You notice I just tore off a little bit of the edge or the end of one of them just because I was a little worried they weren't going to be covered by my photo, but no worries, they do cover or my photo does cover them, so it works out great. I am loving these colors with my photo. I think it's awesome. Now the sketch did have a little bit of, I'm going to say it was ribbon. So that's what I grabbed was ribbon, and it was squiggly ribbon. So I had some next to me, so why not pull that in? Totally did that, and I think it's so cute. It brings in more of that gray that I used with my stenciling, and of course my photo mat is also gray. Now with all of these triangles coming to a point there, it's made it kind of bulky under my photo, especially with that ribbon. And so I'm just going to use some 3D foam tape on the 4 corners of my picture so that it kind of lays over that bunch of stuff in the center there without creating bulk on my picture. Now I pulled out some thickers to kind of see if there's anything I could use on my page. I do want to create a title. This photo is a photo of my son and I, and showing that his feet are officially as big as mine. They're actually now, as we sit here making this video, are bigger than my feet. And that's saying a lot because I have big feet. And this kid is 13 years old and he has bigger feet than me, and he's just they're still growing. I think they're going to be bigger than his dad's, honestly. It'd be nice if they're the same size, then they can share shoes. Anyway, I am going to create a title just using these black thickers. They've been in my stash for a while. I probably got them at a Tuesday morning or something like that. I'm just going to do big feet. Why not, right? Make it simple. I cut out these cute little feet with my Cricut before I jumped on to do this page. And of course, I had to have pink nail polish on the foot that is my foot. And they're the exact same size because our feet are the exact same size. And so I just love it. I think it turned out so cute. It's just 3 different layers to create these feet. And then I did cut out a few stars using that same orange paper. Orange is my favorite color, so of course I chose the orange. Now, I'm not really going off of the sketch from here on out. I am going to create my 3 clusters, creating that triangle for your eye to follow around the page. And so I'm just going to do that with my stars here. And there are some black thickers that were stars on one of the sheets. And so I pulled those to use them as well because we want to use our stash. And that is the whole point of this. And so I'm using different things from my stash. Let's get it used up. And the page turned out so cute. I'm just going to add some quick journaling here. This is going to go into my son's album. And of course, I've got to go back and look and see what the date is so I can add that. But it's just a fun page to go in my album. And I love the way it turned out. In the end, I will add in a few enamel dots off camera, but that's it. Okay, here's the finished page. I hope you liked this process video. Again, I have more sketches I'm going to try to accomplish here quickly for you so you can see how I create them and the changes that I make in them. Remember, sketches are a great way to build your own scrapbook pages. However, remember that you are going to make the page work for your photos. Don't make your photos work for the page or the sketch. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. I will catch you in my next video. Bye-bye.